Hello y'all, what's up? My name's Sharpclaw, and today I have a video that I kind of held up for a very long while. For a very long while. This is way back in the day. Uh, Old Legion. It was way back in the day. Well, not old Legion, like before this recent updated Legion. So yeah, I guess old Legion, but this was way back in the day when Hatch still used to spawn, when there were still like 2 survivors alive and there was only 1 gen missing. Like, it's way back then, right? Um, they had just, changed the HUD, so this was only a couple of days after that. But this is so far back, and this was even before that I really was streaming Dead by Daylight. One, because I had an absolute toaster, right? I had an absolute toaster. Streaming Dead by Daylight was just a non-go, and even when I was using that toaster, I had to, I had to turn on fans. I had to get a lot of stuff because, if I'm being honest, my thing would actually start fuming at times. So I had really no way of streaming 100%. Um, Even when I did start streaming with that toaster that I had, uh, it was horrible. Maybe on stream it wasn't that bad, but for me it was horrible. One, because my frames would drop. My computer could not handle both Dead by Daylight and the streaming. It could handle Dead by Daylight. If it was just Dead by Daylight, it was okay. It wasn't the best. When I had to put streaming and Dead by Daylight together, my computer would just start shitting up, right? Thankfully, through your guys' help, I've slightly managed to upgrade. I'm using, you know, all the money that I get from, Twitch, from you guys. I do not take a single cent from anything, like Patreon, Twitch, subs, donations, anything like that. I've been using it for my stream, and that's where I've actually been able to start editing videos, because my computer having struggles when streaming, it had even more struggles when trying to open up a video editor, which those take up a lot of your computer resources. So I really just held on to this, and mainly I didn't upload this because it was mostly on the streamer's POV, so I didn't really want to, upload this and then have some sort of bullshit, uh, you know, even though that I know that it's legal usage, you know, it's fair usage, um, but there is just a lot of stuff here, especially on YouTube, that people will still do something about it, and it's disgusting. So first of all, I blurred out a lot of things. I am going to open up the audio for you to hear a couple of things. If you know who this streamer is, they had, roughly 8K hours at the time. I only had 2K hours, and I was getting to 3K, which I have more now. I have 3K and above. Um, and at the time, I did not know the streamer. I still don't know them. Apparently, they're somewhat popular. And again, if you know them, well, keep that to yourself, because I don't want any hassle. I do not want any toxicity. I do not want any, like, sort of conflict, right? I don't want you to target them down or anything like that. That's, no. If you're doing that type of nasty stuff, then you should be ashamed of yourself, right? But I do want to say that I'm not trying to bully them. I'm not trying to, point fingers at anything. I'm just gonna say out a couple of things that did bother me. And I want to clarify a couple of things at the same time. So if you know, again, who the streamer is, I'm not gonna say anything, but if you know who they are, keep it to yourself, alright? Now, I want to say a couple of things that always annoyed me from very entitled survivors, right? The first thing was is that they made a comment on the perks that I was using.
Chlorophobia, thanatophobia. Oh my puke.
Right? I was using distressing, chlorophobia, dying light, and Thana. Right? Now, I know what you're all gonna say, Thana on Legion is a shitty thing, but even back then, even when Legion was very shitty, I wouldn't say shitty, but he was definitely underpowered. Thana was probably the one perk where only Legion could be viable with. I guess Plague too, but you know, Thana on Legion, it made sense, right? He was one of the killers that could most get value out of him, right? And he was weak. He definitely needed help. So Thana, I think, was very understandable on him. And it's still understandable on him now. I still see a lot of people complaining when it's a Thana Legion, but honestly, if you try to run Thana on some other killers, it's horrible because of all the healing perks that survivors have nowadays. So honestly, I don't know what's this sort of complaint from, but you know, I get it. I get it. You can have your own opinion on likes and dislikes. So, but I really did not like this comment, mainly because of how it was directed towards my build, right? I had Thana, Dying Light, Distressing, and Chlorophobia, right? Thana on Legion is one thing, Dying Light on Legion I guess is another thing, but like Chlorophobia and Distressing really, it can help Legion a little bit by increasing his terror radius and detection. I also want to state that I had the Mangled add-on, and I think Longer Mend. I'm not really sure. I do know I remember I had the Mangled add-on. The other add-on I think was probably Duration. Anyways, I want... this is not... I just want to be clear, this is not a meta build, right? Even on Legion, it's not a meta build. None of these perks, they'll all lose in the meta, right? Thana, again, is probably the only viable thing. Dying Light's not viable. Buffs someone. Distressing is not viable. Even though it kind of helps Legion, it helps Doc, but it's not viable. It just makes the terror radius bigger. And then with that, I guess it's supposed to help Chlorophobia, but even that, it's not viable. There's one big fat counter to all of this, and it's just not heal. And if you're gonna say, what about Thana? Thana is just 20% off, you know, gens. So, really, it's not that much, right? It's not that much. And, if you guys notice, this is in the old days of Dead by Daylight. They had just changed, you know, the HUDs and all that. So, another comment that was, like, kind of dumb, which was, they had seen the hatch, I had seen the hatch, so this was in the old days before hatch was reworked, and they were wondering why I was camping them.
Anywho, oh, he's going back to you.
I found hatch. Oh no, now he found hatch though. Maybe, maybe not. No, he doesn't. If this Legion were smart at all, he would go to the fucking hatch, like you fucking Pepega.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that's hilarious. Although this just confirmed my suspicion on basically these are very misguided survivors. I'm
the
sorry.
fact
I just
that you're
need to
still
add
not going to the hatch is very
weird.
weird.
The Legion were smart, he would go to the hatch. Okay, at this time, here's what the strategy would be for any killer. It's so simple, and I don't know how survivors still manage to just be this stupid at times. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean, but literally all the killer would have to do at that point would be just to stay there by the hook and then go to hatch and close it. They know where it's at. That's the that's all you need, that information. Once you have the information on where the hatch is, you just stay by the hook there, get the other person dead, go there to the hatch and close it. Like, what more? I really just don't understand. Although, another comment that kind of struck me very... this one was I'm sorry, but I don't mean to be rude, but this one was very dumb. One of their friends legit said, "How did he know?" Like, how?
Oh, this is empty.
Did he deadass just leave you to come get me?
Yes.
Alright, dude.
How did he know?
And this one was kind of dumb. I don't know. I'm not sure if this guy ever played killer before, but you know, killers have the aura to read on gens, right? And their mission, their objective is to push people off gens, so they have to go to gens, right? So I go to this area to where the guy is fixing the generator. I go there just to look at it because I had finished hooking someone else. So I go there to check, and then this guy legit says, "How do you know?" I'm not sure if this dude ever played killer, but as a killer, you see gen auras. I don't know if you knew this. And finally, the last comment was after the game. I went to the streamer's Twitch channel and I went to say GG's. And legit, I knew he was here, right?
They watch DBD anymore. It's a hardcore challenge. Cool. I said I don't really care.
I knew that person was in chat. Well.
You serious?
Oh yeah, he's on a gen. You're gonna hook me? That's kind of weird. But...
Well, again, this just confirms that, you know, these were very skilled survivors, but they did not have a single clue on, like, how the killer plays out. At least the gen stuff, the stuff that they said that they thought I was in the chat, aka stream sniping, it goes to show that, like, these people were just those, like, very playfully people that really does not know. It's just they're very misguided. And again, I don't mean the malintent, but I honestly I can't ever really look at them the same way ever. And if you enjoy watching their content, that's good on you. I just don't think I can. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.
I can see you over the thing because your head's so fucking big. And I'm not talking about your penis head because that's very small.
Got him.
I bet you have like a fucking skinny shaft and a fucking even skinnier head.